there. I was going to say why hello there, and damn it. Why hello there. I'm Picalius, and this is unexpected. Welcome to the impossible. Welcome to the Matrix with me, Keanu Alias. Oh, dude. This seems impossible, right? With all the ranting I did about this game. Man, I was not excited for this game. But a little precursor is that I basically decided that it's not worth making such a big deal out of getting so annoyed about a new Call of Duty game. They release them every year. It's not a big deal. And then basically on the day that it came out, I had this presentation for university. And I'd worked so hard for that presentation, and it was literally the day that this game came out. So I thought, fuck it, I'll reward myself, I'll give it a go. And if I don't like it, I can essentially just get Red Dead Redemption 2 for free when it comes out. So that's why I'm playing this right now. I also do want to say that I won't be talking about Blackout in this review, because I've already given my thoughts on Blackout, and Battle Royale is just the most boring fucking thing on the planet to me. I've barely touched it, but from what I can tell, it's just the same as the beta. Everything's exactly the same, unless you count things like armor and little gun tweaks here and there and stuff like that. But yeah, if you want to know my opinions on Blackout, then I did do a video on that you can check out, and now I'm using cross promotion. Anyway, let's talk about the game before I fall asleep through being so damn tired. So in such an amazing gaming season, this did seem to be the sort of black sheep, the underwhelming one, this and Battlefield 5 of the season. And so what do I think of it? Is it good? It's really fucking good. It really. I wasn't expecting to say this. I really don't know what to say. I mean, it's been such a shock to me, but this is genuinely really good. My mind is a little blown by this, and I'm excited. I'm smiling huge right now. And over time, it's just become something that I really like this game, and I'm so shocked by that. It's just, the reason being that the gunplay is just, this is exactly what I've been crying out for. Now, I'll be honest with you, a lot of people are going to hate me for saying this, but I, like a lot of people, didn't like Black Ops 3. And I know a lot of people talk about how it's such an amazing game, and I think a lot of that is just because people like to talk. But yeah, I didn't like Black Ops 3, and I thought, I really liked the Black Ops 1. It's my favorite Call of Duty game. It's one of my, one of the most important games for me ever, which is one of the reasons I decided to, get this too. It's just like, it's Black Ops. It's my heritage of Call of Duty, and of trying to be good at a video game was Black Ops 1. And I like Black Ops 2. I thought it was great, but Black Ops 3 was such a shit stain on the duvet of Call of Duty for me. I really hated it. I hated the fact that every time I encountered someone, they just went flying off. I didn't like the maps. I hated the maps. Even the guns didn't feel that great to play. So I was slightly dubious going into this, as they have repeated a lot of the assets from Black Ops 3, and it's very similar to Black Ops 3 in a way. They've done something where they have just tweaked everything. They've fixed the sprint animation, which is something I've been screaming for ever since Modern Warfare 3. Ever since Modern Warfare 3, the animations and the just overall quality, because of the animations, they've been the one thing that's just turned me off with Call of Duty. Ever since Modern Warfare 3, I've hated the sprint animation in Call of Duty. I've hated most of the reload animations. I hated the fact that you switch through weapons too quickly and it doesn't make the weapons feel heavy. The weapons just feel too light. And it just messed with the whole flow of things. Black Ops 1, Modern Warfare 2, Call of Duty 4, World at War, they all had amazing flow. The quality was just incredible because it just flowed so beautifully. This is a return to form. I can't believe I'm saying this. I really can't. But this is a huge return to form in regards to that flow and the animations leading to that. Now, not all of the guns are the same. The secondary gun that I've got here, which I think is called a Rampart, it's a SCART basically, doesn't feel the same as my main weapon, but my primary weapon feels great. It feels just like the ACR from Modern Warfare 2. In fact, I think it is. And when you're running around Morocco with the ACR, or whatever the equivalent is now, it feels just like running through favela with the ACR in Modern Warfare 2. And that's what I love. I love that it feels old school, but at the same time, they have brought in a lot of modernality and modern nuances. It's faster, and there are new kill streaks and stuff like that. But as a whole, they've bought all of those older style of gameplay, with the old making guns feel more powerful, and because I just feel as though with the more modern ones flying around and stuff like that, I just felt so weak. But I feel as though the guns have weight again, and it just feels, in general, it just feels like a real return to form. And I can't explain this. I think only someone who's been through the same Call of Duty cycle as me would understand what I'm saying when I say that it feels like Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops, that era again. Everything just feels more polished, and the flow is just so much nicer, and it's not so sticky and not so fast and it's, just wavy and animated. That's great. So it does play a lot better. The maps I briefly mentioned before, they are actually pretty good. There's a big blend between good and suck. There are a couple of sucky maps. Frequency, which is just obviously copy and paste from an Infinite Warfare map. And there's one that's set in like a highway that I don't really like. And there was another one that I don't like either. But there are some maps in this game that are fantastic. Ones that would honestly hold themselves up during the glory days of Call of Duty. Morocco is a fantastic map. It is as good as any, old school Call of Duty map. And the same goes for Icebreaker. And this map's pretty good. And there was another one that I really like, and I can't remember the name. I can't remember the names of all of the maps. But speaking of maps, one of my favorite things about this game is exactly what I was talking about with the gameplay. It feels like a nice blend of old and new. This game has 4 remastered maps, but they're not remastered in the horrible bullshit sense that they take the layout and apply it to a new map. You have Summit, Jungle, Slums, and Summit, Jungle, Slums, and another one I can't remember exactly what. Firing Range. And they are the actual maps. They've had a couple of tweaks here and there with graphics-wise, but they are regular maps. They are in rotation, and because of that, because they are awesome maps, they get chosen all the time. So playing this, I just feel like I'm getting those Black Ops 1 vibes again, which is why I'm 3 days in and I'm already level 55, which is the prestige rank, which is the icing on top of the cake. The prestige rank is 55, which I always thought was the perfect rank. It really feels like Treyarch are finally listening to people like me, and they are really pulling back and just learning from past experiences and bringing those forward into this game, and that is fantastic. So do I recommend this game? No, I can't recommend this game. It's not worth your money, purely just because it doesn't have a campaign. And I hadn't mentioned this before. It doesn't have a campaign. You have Specialist HQ, which is just tutorials. I like the game, and I think you would like the game, but I just can't recommend it. There is a huge gaping hole in this game, and that's that there is no single player. But it is a great game, but I can't recommend it. They need a single player. But as a whole, let me know what you think, and I'll see you later. Okay, so I do want to talk about something real quick as a side note. I feel as though I glossed over, the whole incomplete package thing way too quickly. The thing is, you do notice the lack of campaign here. It feels like a giant gaping hole, and with so many games that have so much to offer at the moment, I can't, despite how much I love the game, and it does feel the best it has since Black Ops 1, honestly, it's that good, but I can't recommend it because there's the value for money just isn't there. It doesn't feel worth the money like other games do at the moment.